I'm going out tomorrow. Did you make a friend though? I don't know, but she is beautiful. Yeah. So, what's up, Joe's Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and today I'm gonna be washing my face for the night time. Why? Well, you guys, this is nighttime, I believe, number 405. I don't keep up with this. The reasoning is today my camera was dead. I did not wash my face this morning because we were out and about, and that's it. My camera was dead. I did not wash my face. I'm sorry. You know, every time I'm like, I'm gonna do better, and then I only do it for like 3 days, and y'all be right there with me. Kind of embarrassing, but you know, we gonna keep it pushing. Y'all wouldn't have known if I had not have said anything. So don't get mad. Honesty is the best policy. And I honestly did not wash my face this morning. I never went upstairs this morning, honestly. I need to wash my hands. I'm thinking about getting some nails. I got some earrings today. We went to Jared. We'll get into it right after this intro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Okay, babe, so you know your girl is a little boy, okay? And you might be like, girl, where we getting, stop, go over there. Girl, I don't know where you getting this conversation. 1 second, you was like washing your hands, and now you're saying you're bi. I'm bi pants. I don't know what you want to call it. It's complicated, but it's not that complicated, because like it doesn't really affect anyone. Who I like, who I want to be with, and who makes me feel tingles, right? It doesn't really affect anyone in the grand scheme of things. But your girl is bi, and I don't know, I don't think it was, I was like, dang, that girl fine, but I was like, her energy. I was at work, and this girl came up, and she was like doing a little photo shoot, and I was like, I was seeing you, you know, take your photos, and you're beautiful. Like, you're just, there's something about you. She had on like a pastel wig, and I was like, queen with the pastel wig. She was giving me very much fairy godmother over here. And I was like, who would I be if I just let my fairy godmother just walk out of my life? So I went up to her, and I was like, I know you guys are taking photos, but this area is closed. Once you take your photos, you do have to leave. But can I get your following? Can I follow you? Like, what do you do? And like, how do you do it? Because I wanna follow you. You're very beautiful. You look like a very nice person. You're gorgeous, okay? Fairy tale princess, you're gorgeous, right? And I was just rambling, because I was just like, wow, like, I don't talk to people too often. Like, people will say like I'm extroverted, and like I think I'm extroverted with some introverted qualities. And I think in the past I was more extroverted because I was just kind of trauma, what's that? And just living life, right? You know, you put on an image. And so I was very extroverted, outgoing, but very uncomfortable around people too. And that became more of an issue later on in life, like after I came back from Korea, because Korea really put me into a box. Which, while we're on that, that was something that the people that I hung out with didn't necessarily understand. When I came back from Korea, the trauma I had in Korea and pretty much the attack brought back all of the other trauma. And then like when I left Korea compared to when I came back from Korea, I was a completely different person, okay? And I was talking to my sister about this earlier today, and I was trying to get a timeline, because if I tell y'all the timeline, you guys are going to be like, make it make sense. So I'm going to try to get a timeline to try to make it make sense, because for me, these experiences, they don't have a year, they don't have a date, they don't have a time, they just kind of all like flew into each other. And at times I would give myself more of a time between this event and this event, and in actuality they're really closely tied together. And I never realized it while it was happening. I was like, girl, you just got out of the mental hospital and now you're in a relationship. And what does that say about the relationship? It says the relationship was possibly not in my rightest of minds, but you know, I digress. Certain things like that, that just kind of flow together. So take a moment and look at what's happening in your life and look at what just happened and try to, oh my goodness, how much do I wish that I wrote a diary during these times? Or how much do I wish that I actually kept up with the information when it was happening so I could go back and look at it and be like, this happened, this happened. But I really have lost the times. Like, I remember one of the things I was saying is something that happened to me as a little girl. I was like, that happened to me at 12. And then I finally sat down and did the math and I was like, no, I was like 10. So, you know, that's all to say, because I'm thinking about it a little bit because, you know, TP is going through a lot right now because of things that she has said and how they've changed over time. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like I said, I thought I was older. Turns out I was actually younger when that happened. I thought certain things happened at this time. Turns out I was wrong, okay? And I guess I gave myself more of a leeway because I couldn't, like in my head, I couldn't think, okay, this happened and then this happened and it kept going and it kept going. So I separated them, kind of like how they do Martin Luther King and Frank, you know, like, oh, they were born like the same year. Well, we learn about them separately, okay? So it's very interesting. But anyway, I saw this beautiful girl, right? Fairy tale fairy godmother, and I said, I like your energy. So I went out there, you know, we already went through this, and I was like, give me your information. She gave me her Instagram and she was like, yeah, I do TikTok and all that. I was like, bet, I'm finna follow you on everything. Now I'm used to Linktree. Okay, so Linktree, you click, okay, on my Instagram, if you guys ever go there, or on my TikTok, if you guys ever go there. I'm Unitedly Random all across the board, even on Twitter, even though I'm never on there. Just throwing that out there if you guys want to follow me. But on those things, I have a link tree that will link you to these different things. So I was on her Instagram and I was like, okay. She was telling me she had all of these things and I was like, the thing on the first link was actually, I thought it was going to be her music. Like it was going to go to a music app, and it actually was kind of like a link tree. It just didn't say link tree. So I didn't know that. And I embarrassed myself a little bit because I was like, okay, she's getting into media. She's not even getting into, she's already into media, which I feel like that's a godsend to actually find someone that is into media, into art, artsy type stuff, because I've been kind of asking the universe to send me someone that is trying to be a YouTube, let's grow together and stuff like that. Not necessarily I called her out because I was like, oh girl, you do YouTube or something like that. I just saw that she seemed very bright energetically, and she seemed very creative energetically, and I was like, I like you. There's something about you, like it just makes me have like not even like butterflies, but it's just like, hi girl, where are we going, what are we gonna do? Like something pushed me and I was like very jittery with that. But I go talk to her and I'm just like, I'm not trying to be uppity or anything, but I was like, okay, what I need you to do is I need you to get a link tree because I want to be able to get all of this and I don't see a link tree. And she was like, yeah, that first link is my link tree. And she came up to me, and when she came up to me, man, girl was at Amazon. I was like, I feel tiny. I feel tiny. Stop. It made me feel very like, oh, like at first I was like, I'm really hyped. I'm at work. I'm really hyped because I see you and I feel like your energy is like, and I like that. Like, I'm like, wow, like, hi, how are you doing? And like, the thing is, while I'm talking, like, I'm just like, okay, the embarrassment is like, girl, you're bothering this girl right now. And I'm just like, I can't stop because there's something about this person. And then it was like, when she came and stood next to me, I was like, she was with like her photographer, and I don't know if they together or anything. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And she's standing taller than me, and I was like, I never known how someone can come up on you and they dwarf you a little bit. I was like, I like this. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I sent her a message. She was like, hey, we can go to a museum or like this. Do you like museums? I'm arty. And I was like, fuck yeah. I mean, I never really went to a museum because I never really went out, and like, I'm not that person, but that's the person that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that I want to have. So I was like, yeah, I don't have any problems going to a museum. You know, my husband's going to drop me off. I didn't say anything about a husband. I don't know if this is supposed to be a date or not. I think it's supposed to be friendship. I think it's like friendly, you know. But also I was giggling, so she might think that I'm a total lesbo, which is nothing wrong with that, because like nothing wrong with that at all. But like I was giggly and like, you know, I don't know where this is gonna go, but my husband knows. And so I just want to take it as I'm making a really good friend. That's how I'm gonna take it as right now. And but anyway, all to say, she was like, let me exchange information with you. And I was at work, and we exchanged information. She was like, I'll message you back. And that night she added me on her, I think, music account, and then she added me on another account throughout the night. And like this morning she actually texted me, and let me tell you, like, I have a lot of people, like when I talk to them and everything and I see that they're doing something creative, I'm like, hey, how are you doing? I'm interested. I give them a little bit of information about me. I'm trying to do stuff, and you seem like fun. But people never respond. People never interact with you again. It's just like that short conversation where you kind of like, well, I talked to someone and they never gonna speak to me again, but I talked to them. No, I did not really expect this person to really reach back out. And to that, I'm happy that that person reached back out, because, you know, in my head I had, this could be the start of something new. I'm not even washing my face. How about you? I don't know. I just had a whole little story. I should have been washing my face while I did it. Maybe I should just cut off and wash my face. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I should have washed my face while I was telling the story. Let me think. Do I have anything else to tell you guys? I went to Jared today. Finally got some... Dang, baby, come on in the hand. Okay. Finally got some earrings to go in my ear, because I've been wanting some earrings to go in my ear for the longest. Y'all, I got sensitive skin. That cheap stuff don't work for me. I paid $500 for this set of earrings, and I can only wear one at work. So go figure. I'm gonna go get some yellow gold right here, yellow gold right here, yellow gold right there, and that's gonna be my thing, okay? Because that's just gonna be my thing, okay? I don't know how to do this with the girl and like making a friend, because I've just claimed people in the past, or people like were like, hey, I like you, here's an apple, and they just chill with me, and I just kind of, you know, just as how the relationship is created, it kind of dissolves by itself over time. So making friends is scary. Like, I don't know, like, can you guys give me some advice on making friends? Because I don't have a good track record with friends. As you guys see, I had like one friend really in college, and that ended recently during the coronavirus. And I think about like the other reasons that it ended. Like, my friend would say certain things about how I'm gonna get corona and stuff like that, and like it was like she was always kind of like insulting me or like calling me like dumb. And the thing is, I'm not like a QAnon person. I'm not like coronavirus isn't real and stuff like that. But she would always be like, and like shading me because I was still going out and whatnot. And it was just like, girl, stay in your small town. Like, you know, like, stop worrying about me. Because every time she worried about me, it didn't feel like, oh yeah, I'm worried about you. It was like, I'm looking down on you. And I would tell her, like, you know, at this point, you're making me feel uncomfortable. You know, over and over, you're making me feel uncomfortable. So far, I mean, if we want to be technical, never once have I gotten COVID while going around like I was doing. Okay, I travel a lot. I did not get COVID. We were testing quite regularly. The time I got COVID is when I stopped traveling and was sitting in a booth, like, not doing anything. And even then, I was sitting in a booth not doing anything, and Stuart got COVID. I never really got tested positive for COVID when I was doing that. We weren't going out or anything like that. So it was just like, she was like, well, Atlanta's a hot spot. And I was like, just because Atlanta's a hot spot don't mean I'm getting it and stuff like that. And she was very, very paranoid about COVID and stuff like that. But like her paranoia about COVID, which, you know, it was killing people. It was killing people. Her paranoia about COVID caused her to look down on me. And it made me feel uncomfortable. So my camera is about to die. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off camera. Much love and positive vibes. I will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're doing it with me. Bye, Jones. Bye.